Hey everybody, I'm Teryn. We're at the Girlz Inc. studio in Las Vegas. Welcome to a Tatter-a-fact. Today I've got Tara Rain with us today. Welcome, Tara.
Thanks for having me.
I do have a bad habit. I call you Tara.
I know you call me.
And you corrected me today. This is the first time you've been here since how long?
3 months.
September?
Yeah.
And today's the first day you correct me?
Well, it's because we're going on a podcast. I got to make sure you're saying it right.
But that doesn't give me time to correct myself. I've been saying Tara since September. And today you correct me right before we go on a podcast that I'm supposed to lock that in here and call you Tara.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just calling you Tara.
Yeah, I know. That's just what it's going to be.
It's going to be anything. And it's Tara Rain, right?
Tara Rain.
Tara Rain. It sounds like
Yeah.
It sounds like, like an alias, like a Hollywood
magical
name. Yeah, it sounds like a stage name. That's what I was trying to say, a
Yeah.
stage name. Everybody says that about my name, Teryn Darling. They don't think Darling is my last name. They think I made it up, and it's like a tattoo name or a stage name. But no, I said no. My dad's Dan Darling, and that's my name.
That's a good name.
That's a good name. All right. So you've been here since September.
Yeah, it's almost 4 months now.
Almost 4 months. Oh my God. So how are you liking me?
You're all right. I'm just kidding. I love being here. I actually look forward to coming in every single time.
Well, I didn't say how you like Girlz Inc. I said how you like me. I'm just kidding.
Well, you're part of that.
No, I know. Yeah, you fit right in. I think we've told you before. Actually, we were just talking about this yesterday. We interviewed quite a few people, and we settled on you and Olivia. We've talked about our creative interviewing process, the way we interview here at Girlz Inc. It's not, I guess, your normal interviewing process. But yeah, we settled on you, and we're really happy we did. You fit right in. You talk a little bit too much sometimes. I have to tell you, zip it.
I think the only reason you hired me is because we talk the same.
Yeah, well, you have a funny accent.
So do you.
I know. So that's okay. So we hired you to kind of, and that's what I wanted to talk about today, right? Is Reels, Instagram Reels. And we'll talk a little bit about TikTok. But I think for the PMU industry, it's really Instagram. The PMU industry is on Instagram, and Reels are more popular within the PMU community. TikTok is a massive platform. But wouldn't you agree that for the PMU industry, we're a little bit more Reels and Instagram than we are TikTok? We quite haven't exploded. I mean, we're doing TikTok videos, and I see other PMU artists, but we haven't exploded on TikTok like we have on Reels.
Yeah, I think with TikTok, it's more of an audience of everybody.
Everybody.
All ages. It's not just one demographic. But with Instagram Reels, it's almost all PMU artists. And that's what we are doing pretty good at.
Yeah. Well, I think on Instagram Reels, it's a wide target like on TikTok, but there's way more PMU artists utilizing Instagram and Reels than on TikTok. And that could change on TikTok. That's why we started doing TikTok videos, so we're ready. Right? I always feel I'm late to the game on all these new social media platforms. I can remember when I thought Instagram ain't gonna go nowhere. That's gonna die out. I'm not doing Instagram. I'm gonna stick with Facebook. And lo and behold, look at Instagram. It blew up. And then I had to catch up. And so I found myself saying that about TikTok. TikTok ain't gonna go. It's gonna stay for kids. But it's not, I mean, adults and older people and industries are getting on there now. So I personally have to stop thinking that. I have to stop thinking that this new social media platform is not going to be relevant to my industry. So I wanted to get, I wanted to start being better about that.
Yeah, I think if on TikTok we're a little bit ahead of the game. I feel like not that many PMU artists are on this, so I'm glad that we're getting a little ahead on TikTok.
Yeah, and it takes a minute, and maybe it's better before TikTok explodes in our industry so we can work out our kinks because it's hard.
Yeah,
I think it's hard. So we hired you, to kind of, handle Reels and TikTok, to come in and first find, Reels and TikTok videos we can do that would make sense to Girlz Inc. and PMU, and then to actually do the filming. So you're in like Miss Sean's room and the artist's room a lot.
I love watching them work. I think even just recording them, watching them work, I could throw like a little eyeliner tutorial or an eyebrow tutorial right then and there.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's interesting. I mean, watching someone work, especially someone, really talented, it's really super interesting and it's really satisfying. So, yeah. Okay. So, and I think Instagram and Reels, that's like a spinoff off TikTok, right? It's kind of like the same thing. I mean,
yeah, kind of. TikTok is just like more of a broader audience, like I was saying. But yeah, they're pretty much the same thing. It's all video, short clips.
The editing tools are different. A little bit different, right?
Yeah.
So when you're jumping from TikTok to Reels, the editing, you have to learn both because it is different. They work similar, but a little bit different.
Yeah, you also have to film them twice, which kind of sucks. Like you have to film one for TikTok and then one for Reels.
Yeah. So let's tell our listeners why. Because there's probably a lot of people listening that are already doing Reels and TikTok, and maybe they're way beyond us, and they're already rocking it out, and we could actually learn from them. But I think a lot of our listeners maybe want to get into it, and they haven't yet. First, because it's hard to be on camera, right? You get embarrassed and you get anxiety, and it's hard to step out in front of a camera. A lot of people are shy. And then secondly, if you're not that techie, it can be overwhelming. It can feel overwhelming because you have to learn both editing tools. And like you said, you have to, if you want to be on both TikTok and Reels, use the same video, you have to film it twice because...
Yeah, the voice doesn't match up. Or
that's right.
When you download it, the songs don't usually download with it.
Right.
And that sucks.
Yeah, and we learned the hard way. We thought we could get around that by uploading it to Reels first, downloading it. But even when you download it from Reels, Instagram Reels, the Instagram watermark is on the side. Yeah. So you can't upload. You can upload.
It just won't do as good.
Right, because TikTok don't want an Instagram watermarked video on their platform, and vice versa. If you download a TikTok video that you posted, when you download it, it's got the TikTok watermark. Yeah. So if you upload that, then to Instagram, doesn't do as well.
Yeah, and I've noticed that the TikTok watermark moves all over the screen, so you can't even cover it.
Right.
The Instagram watermark is like on the bottom,
so
you can kind of crop it. But it still sucks because now on the video on TikTok, you have like black space.
Right.
Which sucks.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah. But we've been doing it 3 months now, and I think we're getting pretty good. I mean, we had to fix some things, work some kinks out. And I made a list. We both did a lot of researching on what makes a reel good, what makes a reel maybe annoying, and we'll talk about my pet peeve in a minute. So I made a list. But before we get to my list, let's talk about why do Reels? Why should a company start out doing Reels? And I made a list of a few things. First, and you can chime in, but first let me get my glasses on. I think it's great for showing followers another side of you, maybe a playful side of you.
Not so serious. You're not being related to your industry, but you get to be more of your personality through your business.
Through your business. Do you think I'm a serious person?
No.
Even outside of Reels? Like Kat and a lot of my friends, like sometimes we'll sit and talk. So, do you think I'm serious? We'll talk about things like that. But my wife and a couple of my friends, they categorize me as a serious person. They think I'm serious, but they'll say, but you can be really super funny. You're funny. You come up with these funny things.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, I'm serious. They think I'm serious.
Well, I think for my job, I'm also doing more of bringing out that fun side the real side of you. And I see a little bit of the seriousness, but I mostly see the fun, exciting, oh, we have to do this take again. Okay.
Yeah.
The more.
Like just now, we just did a little tutorial on Jellify and it took us like 8 takes and this and that. Do you think I'm a serious person, Olivia?
Sometimes.
Do you think I'm more serious than not, or?
No.
Okay.
Do you think I brought it out? You think I brought out some more fun in her?
I was fun before you.
Yeah, I think Teryn has always been fun.
It's been fun, Tara.
Sorry.
Wow, Olivia.
Yes. Okay, so it can be, so like we said, it can be great for like showing followers another side of you, a playful side of you. So let me ask you this. Do you think you should be picking reels and TikTok videos that are aligned with your personality and like kind of suit you, like the way you vibe and your personality? Or is it okay to pick reels and videos that are complete opposite of like your personality?
So I think you should focus on what's relevant to your business. So doing some things that won't go against with your business, I don't think you should do those. But I think definitely showing your personality and having some fun in with them. But I feel like if you do some things that just aren't you or at all, you're kind of faking it, and then you have to keep up that persona of who you are, which is not who you would be.
Yeah.
So I think maybe a little bit of both. But not too much on the not you.
Yeah. Like for me, like I always tell you all the time, like I don't want to do stuff that's too goofy. I don't mind doing stuff that's funny and it's going to make someone laugh, but it's going to be in line with like my sense of humor. Like some of the stuff, it's like, that is so not me. I am not doing that. Like,
I mean, I don't know if you guys seen the reel of you and Kat changing clothes.
Well, that was funny.
That was a really good one.
That was funny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really funny one. Me using the hanger, growing on my eyebrows. That was super goofy.
Yeah.
But it fit right into what I do as a PMU artist, right? So I thought that was a great one. I loved that hanger one. That was so funny. But
I know I could watch it all day.
Yeah. So I agree. It's got to be kind of in line with your business. If you're representing your company, if you're doing it on a company platform, and you got to feel comfortable doing it.
Yeah.
Right. That's
Sometimes
what I think.
it could be hard to be comfortable, just like being in front of the camera all the time.
Yeah.
I know that could be a struggle for some people, but I feel like if you really want to grow, you're going to have to be uncomfortable sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what do they say? Growth doesn't happen within your comfort zone.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a saying. You have to get out of your comfort zone a little bit. But just baby steps. A lot of people are super shy and don't dare to get in front of a camera. So, yeah. Okay. So, and I think reels they're good for engagement.
Oh, definitely.
Right?
Definitely.
And I think as, someone that spends a lot of time on my Instagram account and I'm interested in growing it, you want engagement. But I have to admit, I don't want too much engagement because, because then you're sitting there and it's like hours of answering questions. So I think there's a fine line. Like you want engagement, but you don't want to get inundated where it becomes like a part-time job where,
especially if you get like 2,000, 3,000 messages, there's a point where you're kind of like, I just don't want to respond anymore.
Yeah, you just kind of have to stop responding, right?
Yeah.
Because, we're only human. We can only respond and answer so many messages. Yeah. So, okay. So, good for engagement. Probably the best reason, I think, is it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. How many times have we like almost peed ourselves, or we're laughing so hard I'm like, stop it, I'm peeing. I'm gonna pee.
Yeah, multiple times. I feel like it brings out so much fun to the workplace. Yeah. And I think that's why I love working here. It's because it's not just sit behind a desk or just record. It's like having moments that you'll like cherish forever. Yeah. The laughing till you're about to pee, or you have to stop, or you can't talk, or Tam will yell at you because you'll pee yourself.
Yeah, we laugh our asses off. We really do laugh. Okay. So we laugh. Okay. And it's fun. So that's a big thing. It's fun. The other thing that I wanted to mention, for me personally, it is fun. And for me personally, it's what I call a disruption tool. It can be a disruptor for me. So I've talked openly and candidly about my anxiety and my negative, I'm a manic thinker. Yeah. And I get in these cycles where my manic thinking can be negative thoughts. I can get bombarded with negative thoughts and anxiety. And I've had to become proactive. So, like turning on music, dancing, roller skating, things like that. And what I have found is making these little short videos for, Reels and TikTok, it's a disruptor. So I can come in and I can be riddled with anxiety, but you're like, Teryn, we need to film this. Can you film at 2:30? I'm like, yeah. And then the minute I start filming,
kind of takes all the pressure off.
It just rips me right out of that space, that negative space that I'm in. And we start laughing, we have fun, it's creative, and it disrupts that negative space that I'm in, or that anxious state that I'm in. And I really recognize that. I've gone home and I've told Kat that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's great. And I think also, like, if I can be a little moody. I think a lot of people,
a
little bit sometimes, we're temperamental, we're artists, we're creative types, we're running companies. I've talked to a lot of artists that sometimes deal with like some mood issues, and you can feel sadness, depression, angst, things like that. And you can come in sad. You can come in feeling angry. Maybe the morning didn't go well, or you got bad news. And the minute you start filming Reels,
a whole new thing,
it goes away.
Yeah, I tell Olivia all the time that I'll say, okay, Teryn, we're going to film at 2:30, and then 2:30 hits and you're straight into your computer, and I'm like, I'm still going to bother her. I told her 2:30. She knows.
I know.
Because she'd be like, oh, it's 2:30 already? I'm like, let's go.
Yeah, it's like it's so engrossed in my daily tasks and my daily responsibilities. So, yeah, sometimes it's hard to stop what I'm doing. And I know I give you like stink eye sometimes. But
that's okay. I still pull you out of it.
I know, but that's why you fit in so good, because you just like roll the punches, and you're pretty chill, and nothing will really rouse you. So I really like that.
Thanks.
So that's what I wanted to talk about. I think that's why I've enjoyed, like, it's not the engagement, it's not growing the Instagram. All that is great. That's all been a cherry on top. But for me, it's really been the fun. And the fun that it's brought, the laughter, and I just think it's been fun. You have a blast doing them, Olivia.
I do.
I know you do.
She likes to do she likes to do behind the scenes. I feel like that's where we get a lot of stuff.
The behind the scenes, because I fuck up a lot. Because you gotta remember lines.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't give me that long to remember. You're like at 2:30 or 3, you'll come and you're like, okay, we're doing this video, and I'll watch. I go, hey, hang on a minute. How many lines do I have to learn? And then I'll have to learn them lines really, really fast. And then you start playing music. Now I got to say the lines with music, and then you want me dancing, and I'm like, and it takes a minute. So we mess up a lot.
Oh yeah, all the time.
And the mess ups are funny.
But even when I tell you to go home and practice, you practice and you get it down pat, and then we come in and you're like, huh? Wait, I need a second.
Because there's been a whole sleep in between, right? Because I practice at night when I crawl into bed. You'll tell me, okay, we're going to do this reel and this reel. Okay. So I pull them up, when I'm home.
Watch them all night.
In bed, and I watch them at night, and I'll play them like 20 fucking times to where Kat's like, okay, shut that off. And I'll memorize it. But then there's a whole sleep in between where I come in the next day and I got to do it.
Yeah.
So, but usually I watch it a couple times and it refreshes me. So then we do it.
Yeah. I think you've been doing pretty good at it.
I've been doing pretty good at it.
Yeah.
So although they're fun and they do bring laughter and joy, and I think it's brought us close. Like I think it made you close because you came into a well-established team, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Were you nervous?
Not really.
Not really. Okay.
I vibed with you guys. I could tell, like, in the interview, I was like, dang, I'm really going to like this place if I get hired. And you talk like me, so it's a plus.
Yeah, right? Thank you. Thank you for that. So you talk like me and you're not even from the East Coast.
Yeah, I know. I fake it.
But I think it made us get to know each other rather quickly.
Yeah.
Because we're making videos together.
Especially when we spend 2 to 3 hours on one video and then can't even post it.
Yeah. And that's, you know, I think Kat gets a kick how you become the boss of me. For a short period of time, you tell me what to do. You totally boss me around, Tara, and I just do it. Yeah, and I just do it. I'm like, okay, is this good, Tara? Okay, move over here, Teryn. Move over here. Right there. Okay, how's this, Tara?
It's because I try to make it like perfect, because I don't want to like mess it up or have it uneven.
I know, it's funny. It's funny. So it's all those things, right? It's all those things, but it is time consuming.
Oh, yeah.
It's extremely time consuming.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I can see why people struggle with getting it going or keeping it going, because if you're a super busy PMU artist and you have a little, studio with other artists and, you teach or you sell product, you're busy.
Yeah.
And making these reels is very time consuming.
That's why you need someone like me to say, okay, we're going to get on it. Take a break.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I like to do them at the end of the day. I like to feel like I got all my responsibilities done and I got caught up with emails, did this, and this, and this. And then the last 2 hours of the day is kind of like playtime.
Yeah.
It's our time to play.
Yeah, you can have fun because sometimes, like with a regular job, the last 2 hours are like drowning out and it just takes forever. But I feel like all the last 2 hours are so fun. You blink and the day's already over with. And you're like, wait, can I stay? Like,
right? All right. So, hey, man, I'm gonna pause for a minute and I'm going to do what Art has been telling me to do. So I just wanted to pause for a minute, tell our listeners, just got a couple announcements. And want to let you know that you can catch our podcast on our YouTube channel, Tatter-a-fact. So if you're streaming us audio on Spotify, iTunes, Buzzsprout, or Podcast Addict, and you want to see what I'm wearing today, or if I'm having a good hair day or not, or what my guests look like.
I like the blue on you.
You like the blue on me?
Yeah.
But if you want to watch us, then please check out this episode and all our episodes on our YouTube channel, Tatter-a-fact. And even if you don't want to watch us, please stop by our Tatter-a-fact channel and like us. Like this episode, like our episodes, and follow our channel. Your likes and follows are super important, and they mean a whole lot to us, and we appreciate it. All right. I'll probably say that one more time.
That's fine.
All right. So it's time consuming, and it's time consuming because you have to learn.
Yeah, you have to learn the voices.
You have to learn the voices.
The dances, getting the music on, and the voices.
And
then
the editing.
seeing what you're going to do in the video, not just dancing. Or Captions. Captions are important.
Yes. So there's a lot of work just for one little friggin' 8-second reel. I remember Amber telling me, like, it can take her all day, like 6 hours. She might be better at it now because that was like a while back. She's been doing it now for a while.
6 hours. I think I would be sent home.
But because you're right, you find a reel that you like, right?
Yeah.
But then you don't really copy that. You gotta
put your own spin on it.
You gotta put your own spin on it.
Come up with your own caption, find out how you're gonna make it related to you and how you are. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. And then the editing.
Yeah.
Yeah. The transitions and all that stuff, right? And then dancing, forget about it. I'm the only one in the studio that, can dance.
I know you are the only one that has dancing.
I know.
Videos.
We tried to do some dancing. We tried to do the choo-choo chain one. And
that took forever.
It took forever because we can't even stay in sync with,
Even like the head bobbing one.
Just the head bobbing. Just that head
bobbing one.
None of us could. And we posted it not in sync. And once someone commented that, you guys aren't even in sync.
Oh, wow.
You ain't bobbing at the same time.
Yeah, but all of us bobbing our heads at the exact same time, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
We'll be there all day, 8 hours, 10 hours, all trying to get in sync.
Yeah. And people do point it out. They will let you know, especially on TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
I had never been on TikTok. I've only been on TikTok these last 3 months. And on Reels, you don't get mean, nasty comments.
Yeah.
But on TikTok, holy moly.
I think it's because it's like a lot of little kids. Like
they're mean.
Some of the
little
ads,
kids are mean.
Yeah. Some of the ads, you're like, okay, this is like a 10-year-old or like a 7-year-old. Why are they commenting this?
Yeah.
They have a picture of like a monster or something.
I don't know. I never notice really who it is. I just go and block them and I just block them. But
yeah.
You're trying to just make like a fun video and bring laughter and just have some fun, and then you just get some god awful mean comments on TikTok.
Yeah, you just have to.
So that was a little shocking to me.
Yeah, you just have to ignore them because.
Yeah, one in one ear and out the other, and just block them, delete them.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you do have to get like that, but I think some people read those.
And they get hurt.
And they get hurt.
Yeah, especially if they put all that time into it and they say, "Oh wow, this is bad." You're like,
yeah.
Wow,
well, me and Kat did that transition one where we switched clothes.
Yeah.
And we posted on Reels, and it got a lot of views, and people laughed and they loved it, right? It was all positive. And then we posted on TikTok, and someone came out and said something really negative and mean about us being gay, and kind of said something religious and about us being gay, and it was wrong and this and that. It was just kind of mean. And so, and I'd be lying to say if at least for, a few minutes it didn't hurt my heart, because it did, because it's just like, wow, they're saying that about me and Kat's love. Yeah. And it hurt me for a minute, but we deleted it and blocked her, and then I did get over it really quick. It didn't stick with me, but in that instant when you read it, I think just this like this,
like
just
a dagger in your
like
heart.
a dagger in your heart. You're just like, oh God, and you have to read those words,
especially when it's about someone you chose to go through life with, and they're like, well, you can't be doing that, and you're like, who are you to tell me what I can and can't do?
And I love her so much, and and it's like, I don't know, it's just really. So you get things like that on TikTok. So I guess I would tell people to be prepared for that sort of stuff. I think once you start doing Reels and TikToks, you do open yourself up to be vulnerable for comments like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
It kind of sucks how people even comment that, but you have to kind of remember, like, oh, the little kids, they don't matter. Like,
this was not a little kid. This is like a grown-ass woman.
Oh, really?
What about me and Kat? Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Really?
I don't know. I probably would have said something back, but then that just sink into their level.
But people are like, they're everywhere. What I try to remember is most people are good, right? Yeah. Most people are good. Yeah. Just the mean ones are the loudest, I guess. They get the most attention, but most people are good. Yeah. So you just got to let those kind of comments roll off your back and just keep on doing doing your thing. Yep. Keep doing you. Okay. So let's talk about, I wrote down 8 different things on why your reel could suck and what would make a reel suck or not get any views or not do any good, not do well. So these are 8 things that you have to pay special attention to when you're doing a reel. And this doesn't we'll talk on whether these apply to a TikTok video as well. But let's focus on Reels.
Okay. Yeah. Just Reels?
Let's just do Reels first.
Okay.
So number 1, a hook. You have to have a hook. And if you don't have a hook, that could be a reason your reel was not successful. So do you want to tell our listeners what a hook is?
Yeah. So a hook is actually like your first, if it's a super short clip, it's the first 1 to 2 seconds of the video that kind of like grabs everyone's attention, that makes them want to stay. Because if you think about it, people are just scrolling on Instagram or TikTok, and they have to find something that's going to want them to watch the rest of the thing. Right. So you have to have a good hook, because if you don't, then they're just going to keep scrolling.
Right. So in the video, your first couple seconds while someone's scrolling.
Yeah, it's like your first 1 or 0.8 seconds, something super small that has to grab the listener or the viewer's attention.
Okay. So a good hook.
Yeah,
so now we know what a hook is.
That's very important.
So make sure. Okay. Yeah. Number 2, your text has to be visible, right?
Oh, yeah. You cannot have it over the caption, or it just looks all messed up, because then you waste the time in editing, and now that you have you spent all that time in editing, and then you have the text over it, and you're like, can't even read it.
Right.
And you're like, what? Wasted all that time.
And we did that, I think, at first.
Yeah, we did that.
Right.
Yeah, we definitely did that a few times.
We made that mistake a few times, and we learned.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to make sure your text is visible. It's in a good spot.
Yeah, and not covering anybody's face. Or
right.
Make sure it's like kind of hovering like over their head or something, or off to the side. But if it's right on your face or something, or covering, like if you're doing something, you can't have it cover what you're showing.
Right.
That's like a waste of a video.
Total waste of a video, and maybe, possibly,
waste of time.
5 hours.
Yeah. 5-hour video.
Of making it and editing it and uploading it. Okay. So number 3 is my pet peeve. It's, I can't stand this. When I'm scrolling and I'm watching Reels and TikToks and I see this, it really disturbs me. Like, I can't stand it.
I'm excited to hear what it is.
Your lips have to match the audio.
Yes,
because we're lip syncing a lot.
Yes. You're lip syncing like 99% of the time.
99% of the time, you're lip syncing either to music.
Yeah, or like a voiceover.
Or a voiceover.
Yeah.
So your lips have to match. And
yeah, who goes to a movie and watches the movie and the lips don't sync the whole time? You're going to turn the movie off.
Yeah.
You can't. That's something that's in your brain that's like, no.
Yeah, that's why I could not watch. What's that movie? That movie.
Oh, Squid Game?
Squid Game.
Yeah.
Right? I could not watch it because it
was hard for me. I had to look like, not at the lips, but look kind of like in the face or like
how do you not watch the lips?
Oh, I know. I did all the time. It bugged me so much.
Yeah, and it bugged me.
I mean, I got through it, but it was a good movie, or a good TV show, but...
And that doesn't bug.
I can't do the lips.
And that, obviously, that was a very successful. A lot of people watched it, and it didn't bug them. But that really bugs me. But when it comes to a reel, you have to make sure your lips match because it's no one appreciates it. And I don't know, is it in the algorithm? Does Instagram recognize? Because they say...
I would say they recognize it.
Yeah, they say that will make your reel,
especially if it's in like
unsuccessful.
Especially if it's in the first second and your lips aren't like matching, they're just gonna scroll through it. So now it's not doing good in the algorithm. Nobody liked or comment on it, so it's just gonna go in the algorithm. It's not really gonna like stick and get more views.
Okay, so
people have to match.
God, lip sync really
definitely.
Good, right?
Yeah.
And then sometimes when you're filming, you always give me a countdown.
And it still messes up.
And it still messes up.
I hate
right?
that.
Because sometimes I have to start my first word.
It's like the second
word. Yes.
Yeah.
A little before the video actually starts.
Yeah. Or
for it to sync up.
Sometimes like if you say one sentence, it starts with like the second word in the sentence. And I hate that. And you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Then that's already take 2. And you're like, wait, why?
Yeah.
And you don't realize it until you're actually going to film.
Right.
Which sucks.
Well, we have ran into a lot of glitches like that makes getting our lip syncing on point. There's been like a couple of times I'm like, screw it. I just don't want to do that reel because we can't get our lips to match the audio.
Yeah, there was one that we focused a lot of time on and we never got to match.
We couldn't do it.
So we just didn't even post it.
Didn't even do it. So
the mouth was so off.
It was so off. So, okay. So, no hook. Text has to be in the right place and your lips have to match.
Yes,
the
please
audio.
do it.
You gotta have good lip syncing skills. Okay. The other number 4 is your clips actually have to match the audio.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Definitely.
So we did a reels, like some people might say, what do you mean by that? Like we did a reel. I think it might be my favorite reel. It was like the one that says what it takes to run my company.
Oh, yeah.
And we actually did a little clip in here.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a transitional one.
And we spent hours and hours and hours.
We spent hours and hours doing it.
But and then how did we do it?
Yes. But every time it transitioned to another scene, there was like a
yeah, like a bang or
like
something.
A bang.
Yeah.
And so when that bang happened, you had to make sure your clip transitioned on point to that noise, that
even
bang.
Just a little bang, like the one that we thought with the microphone when you hit it.
Yeah.
And we had to redo the microphone like this, like pointing up.
Yes.
And we didn't even catch that the first 20 times we filmed it.
Yeah.
And then we watched it over and over, and then we're like, you even pointed out, you're like, wait, there's another bang in this part.
There's another bang in there, yeah.
Yeah, and then we had to go film that little piece, and then the editing had to, we had to put that little piece into the whole video. Oh, yeah. That one took so long.
Well, because I think if you're going to do a reel, you should do it right.
Yeah.
You should really do it right. So
it came out amazing, though.
Yeah, it came out so amazing. I think that's my favorite reel to date.
Yeah.
I really love the one of me and Kat changing clothes.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
Because she's in it, and it's hysterical. I'm in a dress, right? It's funny.
I know. You have to check that one out. If you haven't seen it yet, or know what we're talking about, you need to check it out.
That one's funny. But I like that one. That
one made almost all of us pee our pants.
I know.
Everybody here. That was because then nobody's seen you in a dress.
No one's seen me in it. Hell no. No.
In a long time.
Not since I was like a little girl, you know. And maybe the Easter pageant. I think, my mom made me wear like an Easter gown. That was the last time because I threw a temper tantrum. But then I cocktail waitressed on the Strip in Vegas for 10 years. So I had to wear a little cocktail thing.
Well, it's been a while since
for my
then.
job. Oh man, it's been a minute. Yeah. So I don't think I'd ever get into another one again. But for that reel, I did.
Good. I did. That was probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And my favorite one is the one that went on TikTok. The very first video I did here. Oh my God.
Okay, so tell everybody why that's your favorite video, Tara.
So like my first day we started and I was like, okay, we're going to do a video about how different clients get into the chair. And that can kind of relate to everyone, to artists and non-artists,
right.
Just people
like our tattoo chair, our procedure chair.
Yeah. And so we would I think we watched it off somebody else. Yeah. Or I took it from somebody else. So we did it. I mean, it was so much fun. Like, I feel like it was kind of like the icebreaker day.
You're leaving out the most important part.
Well, we got 6.6 million views.
Yeah.
And like, I think it was like 2 days later, then it shot up. So it was doing all right, and then like 2 days later,
so 6.6. That's our most popular. That's our most highly viewed TikTok video to date.
Yeah,
and you're chasing that.
Oh my gosh,
you'll be forever chasing that.
That's Tara. My goal this year, to get every video to like 1 million, 2 million.
I know, right? Well, look at Amber. Amber's TikTok videos are doing really good.
Yeah, she does amazing.
She does really super good. All right, so that was number 4. Clips have to match the audio. Number 5 is your lighting has to be super good, right?
Yeah, even Instagram, they talked about it. They have like their own page, and they talked about how if you have bad lighting, don't post it, because it needs to be bright, it needs to be eye-catching. Like, you have to look good. You can't be dark and hidden, and you have to stand out.
Yeah, I think if your lips don't match and you have bad lighting, you have to redo it. Don't post it. You have to redo it.
Like, add a ring light, turn on some lights, turn the flash on, but you need lighting.
You need good lighting.
One of the main things is
and ring lights work great. You can get ring lights on Amazon for, what, $20?
Yeah, maybe. Or even just a flash on your phone, or going somewhere with more lighting.
Yeah, you need good lighting.
Go outside in the daytime.
You need good lighting. Okay, so that was number 5. Number 6, don't make your videos too long.
Oh, yeah.
That can make them unsuccessful. No one will want to watch them, right?
Yeah, the average watch time is 2 to 3 seconds.
That's it?
Yeah. So if your video is 20, 30, 45, 50 seconds, unless it's something super engaging, then most people are going to just scroll past it. Because I personally don't watch. If I go on Instagram and I'm scrolling on Reels, I'm there for maybe a second or 2 seconds. But if it doesn't capture my attention, I'm leaving.
You're leaving, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So not too long. Number 7 is you need a call to action.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
And so in your caption, that's where you would do a call to action. So you just kind of ask them a question like, do you relate to this? Is it satisfying? How would you do it? Just like in the chair example, how would you get into the chair? Or what type of client are you? Something where they can see it and comment below.
Right. So that's in your caption, not in the text that you actually put on the video.
No.
You put your call to action is in your in your caption.
Like the very first sentence. So your very first sentence and then the second
So basically,
sentence.
are you asking them a question or are you
Pretty
telling
much.
them to do something?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, either or?
Mostly asking them a question, because asking them to do something, it depends on what kind of like what you're asking them, but it's mostly about answer this question, like how do you feel or what would you do or something along that line.
Right. So we just posted a reel on Jellify, new product, and our call to action was,
how satisfying is this?
Yeah.
I think that's a great one because a lot of people love to watch that.
Yeah, because it was super cool to watch and it came out so good and I love watching it. And a lot of
the comments even said, yes, this is so satisfying.
Right.
Like,
I know.
A lot of people responded with that.
Yeah. So that was a really good, who came up with that call to action?
I think it was either me or Olivia. I'm not sure.
It was you or Olivia?
Yeah, it was one of us. I think it was me.
Yeah.
It was Tara?
It was me.
Aw. Yeah, that was a good one. So yeah, you got to have a good call to action. And I'll be honest, when I started doing hooks, when I started doing reels, I didn't know what a hook really meant. Like I really needed it explained to me. Like, what do you mean? I mean, I know what a hook is in a song and I know what a good hook is, but I'm like, how does that relate to a reel? Like, what do you mean? Like a good hook? I needed it explained to me. And I really didn't know what do you mean by call to action? I didn't really know what that really meant.
It's something you kind of learn in English, but like in English, like grade school. But call to actions are so important. I feel like even when going to school, they're like, call to action, call to action, call to action. What's your call to action? And what's your hook? How are you going to capture them? What's going to make them stay? Mm-hmm. All of that.
I gotcha. So the experts say, because I got these 8 things. We got one more to reveal, but I got these 8 things from several different Instagrammers that are doing really great reels and getting, major views, and they are now kind of putting information out.
Yeah, they're kind of explaining how to do it.
Yeah, how to do it the right way. They're giving us...
They're tired of seeing people do it bad.
They're tired of they're tired of seeing people do it bad. So they're giving us a list of really good tips on what to do and what not to do in order for our reels to get more views and be more successful. And my whole thing is, look, if you're going to spend a lot of time, it is time consuming.
Definitely.
You have a lot to learn. And you want your reel to be successful. You want it to be viewed.
And you have time to work out the kinks. It's not like your first video has to be perfect, flawless.
Yeah.
So you have time to work out the kinks.
Yeah, kind of like this podcast.
Yeah.
Right? I feel we're still kind of working out a kink here or there. Don't you, Olivia?
Yeah, but I think it's getting better.
It is getting better. Yeah. But this is like, I just wung it. Never did a podcast in my life. And
I think you've been doing really good at it.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
But me and Olivia had to learn camera angles and lighting and audio. We had to learn like so much. And we've had some bad, I feel so bad, like Unique. Remember when Unique was here? And the content, we got so many responses on her content. It was a great, I don't really call them interviews. It was just great crosstalk, great conversations.
Yeah.
And her camera angle was perfect at first.
And it moved.
But I think she slumped in her chair. I think she kind of relaxed in her chair. And so her head... Remember? I think it was like the camera angle like cut her off a little bit. But anyway, she's still super cute, and it was a great podcast. Relaxing. Yeah. So and so with this, same thing with the podcast. You start out with some kinks, maybe your lighting's not great, maybe this, and then you watch it back, you write notes, you learn, you make adjustments for the next one. And
as long as you keep getting better, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Yeah. So I guess that would be my encouragement to people. It's like, don't worry. I know I'm giving you a list. We're giving you a list of what to do and what not to do. That's important. But in the same sentence, I would tell you that you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
So just get out there and do it.
And same with all the artists out there. I'm pretty sure your first tattoo wasn't that good, but now look at you. You're amazing.
No, my first pair of eyebrows was horrid.
I saw
it wasn't that horrid. Right. No, it was my mom. Oh. So it wasn't that bad. Oh. But believe me, several after that
Look how far you've came.
We're bad. Yeah.
So it's the same thing with podcast, reels.
Yeah, because it's
content.
an art form. I think podcasting is an art form. You know, of course, tattooing is. I think making reels is an art form because it's creative. Anything creative is like an art form. And,
I agree.
Okay, so let's talk about our last one. And it's to really gain traction. Like you're really going for high views. Then you want to make sure that you're using music or audio that is trending. Now, you don't have to use music or audio that's trending.
No, you could just talk.
And we've done music that's not trending before because
it was good.
Yeah, because that machine one. This is Helga.
Yeah.
This is.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
And that audio wasn't trending at the time, but it was so dang funny. Yeah. And I could apply that to all my machines. And it still got really good. I made it relatable. Yeah. And it still got really good views.
I know, I love that one.
I love that one too.
I think that's when, after that video, is when we started
to do These are my ladies, right?
Yeah, I think after that one, we started to do more transitions because you're like, wait, this is Helga in one room and this is my ladies in another room, and you're like, we need to do transitions. Learn transitions. I'm like, okay.
Well, you know how I found that is I was scrolling TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a guy with his cowboy boots. Oh, and he was like in his living room and he goes, these are my ladies. And it was his cowboy boots. This is Helga. And then he'd be in his like bathroom. This is, what was this?
I don't know.
Mary.
Helga,
yeah. This is Susie.
Jill,
you know why we go.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, man, that would be so good for because everybody knows I have a lot of tattoo machines.
Yeah.
So relatable.
Definitely.
So those are the big eights. The big eights.
Yeah. You have to have all of those.
Yeah.
You can't just have 7 or 6 of them. You got to hit all of them. Even though it's a lot to remember, you just have to hit all of them if you want to get up there.
Like views. Every single video, you got to hit all of them.
Yeah. Because then it's not going to do good. And then you spend all that time and energy into it for what?
Right. And then how do they get ideas? Just scrolling.
Oh, yeah. Just scroll.
Go on Reels, go on TikTok, and scroll.
Yeah. When I first started here, I didn't have that many like to-dos. So I would just scroll. I'm like, okay, got to do this. Okay, Teryn said 2:30. Okay, cool. This is what we're going to do at 2:30. We're going to add all these in. Just scrolling. And even when you're at home, just scroll and scroll and scroll.
And scroll.
And scroll.
And write down, and just, and find things that you can do. If you're not a dancer, if you have no rhythm, I wouldn't pick dancing videos.
Yeah. Do voiceovers.
Voiceovers are great.
They're easier
what
to
about
learn.
Creating your own voiceover and that becoming a trend?
I think it'd be kind of hard in that aspect because then if you wanted to create a voiceover, you'd have to find something that would relate to everybody. So it'd have to be so broad that it won't be like specific. I think
so are most of the voiceovers, are they coming from celebrities, like little clips from movies?
Yeah, movies, celebrities, whatever.
Like interviews and stuff like that. They're celebrities typically.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you could find like some that aren't like that are just like so funny. You're like, oh my gosh, I have to do this. But
I love the dog ones. And when I get home and I'm bored, I try to make reels with my dogs. But they do not cooperate at all. So it's really hard to make doggy reels.
I tried to do one of my dog. I'm like, because it was like trending, this is my hair wet just a little bit, but not wet at all. And then the next clip is, this is my hair wet.
Yeah.
And my dog's like licking everywhere. And
it's hard.
Like,
it's hard. How long have we been going at this, Olivia?
45 minutes.
45 minutes. Okay, that's my cue to wrap it up. So let me just one more. So first of all, let me thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you were really excited to be here today. You like dressed up and everything.
I know. All black.
Is that your dressed up look?
You were supposed to wear black with me, but you decided to change it up.
I wear black all the time, like every day. I wanted to change it up, so I put on some blue plaid.
You should have told me. We could have been matching.
And if you're streaming us on audio, go to our YouTube channel. You can see my blue plaid shirt.
Should change it up just for you guys.
Just for me. So, okay. But thank you, Tara.
Thanks for having me.
All right. So, hey, guys, to catch this podcast on our YouTube channel, Tatter-a-fact, go there. And don't forget to like us and follow us. Again, your likes and follows are super, super important to us. They mean a lot, and we need them. We need them. And I want to leave you with this. I want to start leaving you with something positive to think about as we close out. So this is my quote. I'm leaving you with my thought. Someone who wants to do really big things cannot let the small stuff get to them. And that is so true. And that is words to live by. And I have to stay very, very conscious of that. So don't let the small things get to you, especially if you're out there trying to accomplish really big things. So stay vigilant in your pursuit of happiness, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on A Tatter-a-fact.